Look, ignoring Axelar's fundamentals just because of its ugly price chart, that could be the single most expensive mistake a US investor makes this entire cycle. Seriously. Because here's the twist, the part that makes no sense if you only look at the price. While the coin was crashing, the actual usage of the Axelar network, it was exploding. We're talking new all-time highs. And by the time we're done here, you're going to understand the exact smart money thesis. You'll see why this huge disconnect exists and why Axelar might just be the single most undervalued infrastructure play in all of crypto. All right, let's dive right in. Section 1, the 12-cent trap. And we have to start here because this is what everyone sees. This is why people are panicking. So look at this. Before October 10th, things looked okay. The chart was holding some really critical support. It even tried to break out past 16 cents. But then, boom. After that big market-wide crash, it just completely fell apart, plunging all the way down to 12 cents, losing every single key level on the way down. I mean, to the average person, this chart looks absolutely 100% broken. And you can feel it online, right? The sentiment is just brutal. Axelar's dead. The chart is broken. Retail investors are looking at this price action and they are hitting the sell button as fast as they can. And that right there, that is the trap. But while all that panic is happening, the smart money, well, they're seeing something totally different. Which brings us to Section 2, the smart money toll road. So what is Axelar, really? You gotta stop thinking of it as just another altcoin. It's not. Axelar is essential crypto plumbing. The best way to think about it, it's like a digital toll road. Every single time value moves between major blockchains, Axelar is there, processing the transaction. You're not just buying a car, you're buying a piece of the highway everything drives on. And this is where that whole smart money idea gets really, really interesting. Axelar has quietly positioned itself as the backdoor play for some of the biggest names in the game. It is the official bridge that's going to route Ripple's brand new stablecoin, RLUSD, from the XRP Ledger straight over to Solana. It's the only way for yield-bearing MXRP to get into the world of DeFi, and it's already integrated with giants like Hedera and Stellar to power all their cross-chain activity. This is major league stuff. This critical role that Axelar plays brings us right to Section 3, the billion-dollar disconnect. This is where we look at the huge gap between the price you see and what's actually happening on the network. Okay, let's just start with a hard number. The interchain token service, and that's just one part of what Axelar does, has already processed over $1.3 billion in volume. Let that sink in. Billion with a B. That's a staggering amount of value flowing through these pipes. This chart right here, this is the entire story in one picture. On one side, you have this tiny, sad-looking red bar for the price. It's totally beaten down. But then look at the other bars. Massive green towers representing network activity and blue-chip partnerships just soaring. This is the disconnect. This is what the smart money is betting on. And don't think for a second this is happening in some small, forgotten corner of crypto. The top chains driving all this activity, they're the biggest players out there: Polygon, Arbitrum, Base, and Ethereum. We're talking mainstream, heavy hitter adoption. I mean, the network's strength is just undeniable when you look at the stats. We're talking 83 different chains connected. Over 225,000 cross-chain transfers have been processed. And maybe the most important stat of all, a monthly returning user rate between 20 and 30%. That's insane stickiness. It means that people who try Axelar, they love it, and they keep coming back for more. Okay, but I know what some of you are thinking. It's the common pushback you hear, right? Sure, the usage is great, but what about inflation? Aren't all those token unlocks just going to crush the price forever? It's a fair question, so let's tackle it head on. So the theory is that inflation is the big bad wolf here, but the reality, it's a totally different story. Look, the monthly unlocks, they create about $2 million in sell pressure. And yeah, that sounds like a lot, but when you compare it to the daily trading volume, it's actually pretty small. The real reason the price got hammered wasn't some slow drip of unlocks. It was the massive, market-wide liquidation event that took down the entire altcoin sector. Axelar just got caught in the crossfire. Okay, so let's put all the pieces together and get to the final verdict. Here it is, the whole contrarian thesis in one simple table. The technical chart? Yeah, it's bearish, let's be honest. That represents high risk. But the network usage? Screamingly bullish. And the partnerships? Absolute blue chips. Both of those point to an incredibly high potential reward. So here's the bottom line. This is the crucial point. With Axelar, you have a project with blue-chip fundamentals. We're talking record-breaking usage and top-tier integrations, but it's trading at a micro-cap price. This massive gap, this asymmetry, this is exactly the kind of opportunity that serious investors hunt for. Listen, if you want to get this kind of exclusive analysis and stay ahead of the market, you can't just be a passive viewer. For insights like this from Crypto Global News, you absolutely need to be subscribed. So, here's your action plan right now. First, like this explainer, it helps push this crucial data out to more US investors. Second, share it with at least one other person who you know needs to see this. Third, and this is the most important, subscribe to Crypto Global News right now. And finally, you have to hit that bell icon. That way you get all our updates the very second we release them. Now look, there's stuff we just can't share on this platform. For our most critical, totally uncensored updates, you have to join our private Telegram. Scan the QR code you see on the screen or just use the link right down there in the description. So we know the big picture. We know that reclaiming 31 cents is the key level that will confirm a massive bullish reversal. But with the price all the way down here near 12 cents, the big question is, where is the exact entry zone to get the best possible reward while minimizing your risk? Well, I've already done all that work for you. I've mapped out the full chart, the key targets, and the precise entry zones you need to be watching in the video that's popping up on the left of your screen right now. Click on it. Go watch it now. You do not want to miss this.